My name is Alex Gonzales. I'm the proprietor and mead maker here at Honey Pot Meadery. Been making mead professionally for about 4 years now. Home brewer for about 10. Today from us, you'll be drinking Proprietor Peach, which is a session mead. A session mead is going to be a mead that's less than 10%, usually going to be carbonated. In this case, it's an orange blossom mead that we then add yellow peaches to and fresh peeled and juiced ginger. So carbonation in mead is usually used as a component of structure. When people think of mead, they think of something that's a little heavier in body, a little more viscous, and that's not necessarily the case. We do make things that are on the sugar forward, high alcohol side, but in most instances, that's not something you always want to drink. Like, those are great with a meal, but if you're outside at the beach, that's probably not going to work for you. So in this case, we made our normal orange blossom mead, which is about 12.5% alcohol, Prelude. And what we do is we end up blending that down with a large amount of fruit, and then usually some type of spice to add some more structure. At that point, we're down to somewhere around 8%. To really add some life to the drink, though, and to not make it feel flat, which, you know, it is by default, like most meads are going to be flat, we end up putting it on CO2, similar to what you would do with a beer. Most very light beers are going to be heavily carbonated. Those add that body and structure that you need to have a perceived full mouthfeel, as well as add a certain amount of acid that you wouldn't normally get from the way that the drink comes out naturally. In this case, with the mead that you're drinking, Proprietor Peach, we use really 4 elements. Nope, 5 elements, sorry. We use our water and honey to create our base mead, and we have a house yeast strain that we're starting to use now. And once that's done fermenting, we add our fruit, a small amount of honey back for flavor and profile, and then we add our spice at the very end. Right now, making it in the winter, it's a little hard to get fresh stone fruit. Stone fruit is typically a summer fruit. So whenever we make this, to keep it consistent, we actually use juice instead of using fresh fruit. Fresh fruit is usually going to be reserved for our bigger, bolder meads that are sat there aging for months and months, where a session mead, something that's less than 10%, something we're going to carbonate, from pitch to keg, you're probably talking about 6 to 7 weeks versus 6 to 7 months with some of our bigger stuff, especially our barrel-aged stuff. So if you think about what you're drinking, what's in your can and what's maybe in your glass, you're really only drinking 5 things. You got your water, your honey, your fruit, your spice, and a little bit of that yeast profile, and that's going to be it. So for us, this year's been a little interesting. We went from a standpoint of releasing something in bottles maybe every 6 or 7 weeks, maybe once every 2 months, to now that's all we can really do. Due to the environment right now, our tasting room isn't open. It hasn't been open since March. It's been a very learning and trying time for us. That being said, we're really excited about what's coming for 2021. Not just being part of the festival, which is really celebrating a new year and what everybody else is looking forward to, but for us also. We took the time while we were closed to redesign our tasting room, to expand our barrel program, to increase our production, so that going into the next year, we have a lot of things to be thankful for and a lot of things to look forward to. Bottle releases are going to be a lot more frequent for us. A lot of things that we've made once or twice in the past that people really liked, we're going to be able to make again now. We're focusing a lot on packaging rather than, doing pours, which is tough for us. We love that aspect of sitting there and sharing a glass with you, talking to everybody and getting their firsthand experience the first time they try something. It's something we miss and something we actually really thrive on. So seeing the reviews and experiences that people are having online, while it's not as frequent as it would have been if we were sitting there next to you and seeing your reaction, this all makes a really big difference, and we can't wait to see what everybody thinks of both the drink that you guys have in this package as well as what we have planned in store for the rest of next year. Wrapping up this year, we just got done with one of our biggest releases so far. The drink that we're really known for is in honor of pancakes, IHOP. And it's the first time we've ever actually double batched something. And the response that we see from that, as well as the demand, like we're always and constantly humbled by it. That being said, it's still something that's really hard to get, and what we found is that the easiest way to make sure that people can get it in their hands is for us to open a club, which we did this past year. A lot of the benefits that usually come with the club, like with most of the other breweries, it was hard to make those really come out, right? Like coming in the tasting room and trying new things. But one thing we always make sure we do is anybody that's part of our club, we ensure that they have access to everything that we make, everything that we package. And we're proud to say that in the next year, we're gonna continue that club, and we'll have a couple different versions of that available for our fans to be able to get their hands on our most sought after bottles. So Papado Peach is something we don't make very often. I think the last time we made it was maybe a year ago. So we're really happy that we were able to make it and include it in this package for you guys. Really hope you guys enjoy it as much as we like making it. And like we kind of mentioned before, let us know what you guys think. Really, we can't sit down and cheers a glass with you, right? We don't make enough to distribute anywhere where we can, see what those reactions are. So please, cheers, enjoy, and Happy New Year.